Hey guys, so I'm back hours later. This reading is just not sitting with me. That I did hours ago. I've done healing, I've done everything, and I just knew there was more. There was something more I got, and I said I'd actually put it in the description box and spare. They weren't leaving it go. And when I came back in here, I realised, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even put away the cards, because there is more. There is more. What I didn't say, what I was going to write in the description box was that, I know I already touched upon the spiritual ranking of this person coming into this incarnation, but what I suppose I didn't make very clear is no matter what this person, if given the opportunity, and I'll get into more about the opportunity, yeah? If they get the opportunity, it doesn't matter whatever rites they do from now till they leave this universe. They won't leave this universe with the same ranking they came into. So, in order to lose that level of spiritual ranking, somebody did the most here. Somebody truly, truly did the most to somebody. Somebody who potentially same or above higher spiritual ranking, someone very important in this universe. You don't go to the spiritual council for fucking anything Mickey Mouse or anything minor. Somebody here broke the most serious spiritual laws. And as much as we might our ancestors will always guide us, support us, do everything, there's not a thing that this person's ancestors can do. When it goes to spiritual council, it's gone above all them. It's in the hands of the Most High. And that is, this is a result of someone's actions. Someone's going to face the most. Now what I was going to write that I didn't write was, they're not just losing their spiritual ranking. This person has lost their spiritual protection. Now, I protect a lot of people. I send a lot of people in every single fucking day. But there's been points in my pathway I've been directly told to stop. And I have been given that instruction. Plenty of times, to be fair. Even with people that I'm blood related to, I was just stopped sending them healing. Now, I don't question why. It's not my business to know why. I serve the spirit world, and I don't question spirit, even if I'm consciously not aware of it. I don't question them. I have to understand it's for a reason, but my own then thinking of it later is like, what the fuck have they been saying about me or doing about me if I can't send them healing? Because there's no way my guides, my ancestors will allow me to help heal and protect someone. They're doing wrong to me. So that's normally, 9 times out of 10 on it, for me in a very personal level, if they've said something or done something wrong. Because you know what, my guides, my ancestors, like all of ours, know what's going on. Even if you're not aware of it, they know what's going on. So there's nothing this person's ancestors can do for them, because they're not running this council, they're not running this universe. So it's like they have to step aside now. And it's not just this person's ancestors have to step aside. Everybody that's been helping this person, from the side of the light, that is, has to step aside. This person no longer has spiritual protection. This person no longer has any ranking in the spirit world. Now, it was only when I came in and I sat down and looked at those cards, it makes a lot of sense to me now as I come in and look at what the fuck is there. We have the Magician, Queen of Wands. So they either overindulged with the Queen of Wands doing spell work on somebody who has very high ranking. Potentially someone who's already sitting on the council, spiritual council. They did the most. They created illusions here. They create illusions. Sorry guys, I have my dressing gown on, that's how fucking late at night is. They did the most here, trying to confuse someone, being sneaky, deceiving someone. Sitting back, look, with the Queen in his hands. You see this person, this is the other point I was going to get to make, that if this person gets the opportunity, I need to clarify that a bit. What I mean by that is, we are all here, we have a soul agreement, we have agreed to do certain things. Now this person has in the spiritual realm agreed. He is soul contracts, he has agreed. His higher self has also agreed to rectify and change behaviours and do the right thing down here in the physical reality. Now up there, that's great in the spiritual realm, it's your higher self. Down here, it's your lower self. This person has been taken over. They've been taken over by the dark. Their higher self cannot get through to them. Their ancestors can't get through to them. They've been taken over by the dark side. Now they came in here for the light side. I went to the dark side. Now I'm not getting into the ins and outs of what I feel this person has done, but they have committed the biggest sin. Whether you believe in religion, it's not even about religion. It's the spiritual laws. They have broken the most serious spiritual laws here. And to come in as a light worker and end up as a dark worker. So what I meant by opportunity is that if we're here, right, you know the way, like when a lot of people get older, I always say when they pass, like they've done everything they were here to do. This person up here, this emperor, yes, they have a soul contract to do a lot of things, but they're not doing it. So, I don't want to scare anyone either, but this is definitely what I'm thinking, feeling, sensing. If you're down here and you're not complying with what you're meant to, you're not doing it, you refuse to do what your lower self is refusing to do what your higher self has already agreed upon. You're not a light worker, you're a dark worker. Tell me this. What are you still doing in the universe? If you're not going to do what you're agreed to do, well, there's no need for you here. Now I'm certainly not saying someone's going to pass, but potentially, if you're not following the script, you're not doing the right thing, you will be removed from this game. Because you're not in control. The dark have taken control of you. You're just a host for the dark energy. And as a light worker and as someone who does a lot of light work, the light doesn't need these type of people. Whether you are a dark worker and a proud dark worker, or a dark worker that's really pretending to be a light worker, want to be one of them ones, it doesn't matter. And they tell me to put this magician here by that Queen of Wands. And to keep pulling cards now. Just like that, somebody lost it all. They lost it all, look. Like I know the cards have give away, I want to say take away. It's been taken away from you. Everything that you've worked hard for in other incarnations just took away from you. And it doesn't matter like how much your ancestors care about you or anyone down here in this reality. If the order is from the divine that we can't help this person, we can't help this person. We can't. Because we are here to serve God. This person thinks they are God and can do what they want. And that's that's what Satan taught as well. Satan thought he was better than God. Satan's ego got the better of him. See, this is the dark energy. Got the better of him, thought he was bigger and better than God. But God showed Satan. The dark have control of this person. Okay, Spirit. Right, let's continue on. So there is no protection. There's no spiritual ranking. You've been taken over. You're not complying with anything. Please tell me the reality of this situation. It's very bleak for somebody's existence to allow their body to be a host for the dark energies, when their soul contract is their body is to be used for the light energies. They've done the most here, and they've done nothing to change it, to rectify it, to bring an end to it. They're sitting there like the ponce, like what I said, I don't know why I said the word, with their ego. I can do what I want. We have the Hangman and we have the Eight of Wands. Could be dealing with a Pisces. But the Hangman is punishment. It's karmic punishment. This person is going to be dished out karmic punishment by their ancestors, by their guides, for all they've done. They're getting caught up now. Hangman is a big card for ego. And that's what someone's ego has put them into this position. But the ego is Satan, the heart space is God. Your higher self is God, your lower self is Satan. Satan's all over this fucking reading. That's why the spiritual council have made this decision. You left him no choice. I feel like this person was warned, but again, ego, I can do what I want. Whoever this person is, it's going to be shown exactly who runs this universe. Everyone talks about the hours of love. I already felt it was to do with love. Why they played around with that, because that's the queen he's holding. They played around, creating illusions, being sneaky, had other options, say sneaking, cheating, lying with third parties. Third party, the fucking Queen of Wands. Going having a lot of sex with people. Look, a lot of sex. Eight of Wands talks about a lot of sex. Having a lot of sex with a lot of people. Just heard you've got dealt some karma in a sex-wise way. Sex-wise way, sorry, that is. You got some karma back for all your sleeping around. What's at the end? The Star. Go down with Aquarius. This is a star seed. This is a light worker. Somebody here has a really strong connection to the universe. Look at that. Could be an Aquarius. Could be someone in the public eye. But this person has a really strong connection here. There's the Empress. Empress, look, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords talks about a lot of betrayals and endings. And if you look at her back, it's turned. It's turned away from somebody. Somebody has been turned away. And I feel it's by the universe. I feel like it's by the divine. We are subservient to God. This person is subservient to Satan. It's like what I say, let the dark have them. Let the fucking dark have them. Some people are just not fucking worth your fucking bollocks even trying to save anymore. We have the Ace of Pentacles. They work very hard with a third party here. Doing a lot of stuff behind somebody's back. Candle work, rituals, spells. Look at that. Look, every phase. They worked their hardest against somebody here. True energy, and I already felt it with that Magician. There you have it. They went to work with a third party against someone here. Someone who had very high spiritual ranking. Because look, they were having a lot of sex. This is brilliant. Cheating, sleeping around, doing spell work behind someone's back. Somebody who has a connection to God. A channel. Is that the secrets are about to come out? With the Queen of Swords at the end. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone doesn't give a fuck. Queen of Swords doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't tolerate bullshit, lies, being treated, disrespected. Someone doesn't give a fuck what this person's been doing behind their back. Quite frankly. Only the weak do shit behind your back. See, a powerful person would come to your face and say something. Only the weak do shit behind your back. In the dark, in the shadow, see? Dark energy. Go for this person. Whoa. Whoa. And it's gone in reverse. Oh. Well, one has gone in reverse. What am I doing? So we have the Wheel of Fortune's gone in reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there we have it. Wheel of Fortune. Fucking hell. Bad, severe karma is coming to this person. These persons. Life is going in a fucking very negative direction here. There's severe karmic punishment. There's going to be a loss, a major loss here. Major loss. It's like, God, it's like a rain cloud, a dark rain cloud's going to be covering someone here. Someone's about to lose something very big, it's what I feel. Big, like more than the spiritual protection, spiritual ranking. I just feels like it's something else. Something maybe materialistic, something of the 3D reality. They've lost everything up in the 5D anyway. And that spiritual council. They've lost it. They've been, like the word I keep getting is demoted. They've been demoted. And the word I'm getting is they've been replaced. There's an awful lot of there's a lot of bad stuff done here. Maybe they're trying to interfere in somebody's destiny. It talks about destiny. Something very fated and negative is going to happen to someone here. There's no doubts about it. For everything they tried to do, for their secrets, what they thought was hidden, it's all coming out. Ace of Swords talks about lies, deceptions, somebody not in reality at all, somebody overindulged, they did too much. You don't just lose your ranking for fucking small little things. This person did and kept going. Ego. So the dark hat person. They done the most. There's something coming to a big stop here. A big halt is what I want to say between those two cards in reverse. There is no new beginning for someone here. They don't fucking deserve no, but life is going in a completely different path for this person. Not what they knew or what they felt was their destiny. Yeah, we can all have a destiny, but then when you do major shit wrong, when you fail spiritual test, it's what I was getting. It was like the rug was going to be pulled from underneath someone, and that was really the spiritual ranking and the spiritual protection. But I feel like there's other stuff here. See, someone's away with a greedy, done way too much. That rug is about, if this is a stop, I just like stop. Somebody's going to be stopped in their tracks. Somebody's going to be left all alone and abandoned and just left out. And I feel like that is like across the board. Somebody's going to be left out. They put someone through a lot of pain. Yeah, look at the games. Yeah, they're juggling. They were juggling. No doubts about it. Being toxic, narcissistic. Played a lot of games. Someone's really going to suffer an awful lot. Someone's going to have to endure what they did to someone else here. They were meant to be protecting someone. They didn't protect this person. That was their sole contract, was to protect someone. And now they're caught up in spiritual jail with no guides, no ancestors, no spiritual work. Caught up. Eight of Swords talks about a hell of a lot of fucking spell work as well. A lot. Queen of Wands is a witch, magician. There we have it. Doing a lot of work, doing a lot of spell work to alter someone's destiny, to stop their life. That's stop. To try to kill somebody. To stop their life, to stop their path, to stop their destiny. 2 8s is a surprise. There's a surprise coming for these fools who thought they could do the most here. They thought they could. They are definitely in spiritual jail. They are definitely getting wiped of evidence, stripped of absolute everything. There's going to be a massive loss here. And like, as I say again, it's not just protection and ranking and shit like that. They've dishonoured their whole bloodline, their ancestry. They've dishonoured them all. You think down here that you just do the shit and that you have to suffer? No. Your sister line has to suffer for your fucking causes and your actions here. And he's sitting there like, I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck. I feel like something's been taken, like something more has been taken away from you. I feel like something has been given away to somebody else. Somebody lost out on something that was meant for them. It's been given to somebody else. It could be love, because we have beloved, dead beloved underneath it. It could be, doesn't have to be. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, 10 of Pentacles, I said. It's actually the 10 of Cups. What the fuck? There we have it. 10 of Cups is your happiness. Somebody has stopped their own happiness. Someone's destiny was to be happy and have a family and to have love and all this happiness. And that's what's been taken away from them. The opportunity has been taken away from them. Because of what they did, that spell work. They're in spiritual jail and they ain't getting out. They put themselves there. So now they're going to have to suffer. It's like what they were trying to do to someone else here. Make them suffer. Karma. Karma. There's severe karma here. Somebody won't be... Look at this. It talks about like waiting. Something's not growing. Nothing is going to grow. Somebody's wasted a lot of time in a very toxic environment where nothing was growing, they're not growing, nothing was growing, nothing was working, it was toxic. They didn't want to have to move. You move a plant if it's not getting enough of evidence. This person didn't want to have to move, they didn't want to have to change. They liked this toxic environment. They stayed and put time and energy into these pentacles that, look, the roots are dead, never going to grow. They're losing this 10 of Cups. They're losing this happiness, this family. Something that was predestined to happen, they're losing it now. That's what's been given away, given to somebody else. I knew there was something much more bigger than like ranking and protection. I knew there was something else bigger, because it just wasn't leaving me. So like this person was brought it on themselves. To be put before the spiritual council like that. I mean, I don't know, like, how unawakened so many souls are. Now, I wouldn't mind the unawakened ones are like purely unawakened, but when you have these wannabes that are pretending to be light workers and yet they're still very unawakened, you're not a light worker. You want to be one, but you're not. If you got taken over by the dark, it means your heart chakra was disconnected. You were disconnected from God. And if you disconnect from one energy, your bank slap connected to the other. And that will have cost you everything. Like, I'm still sitting here thinking, how can you do so much damage in one lifetime that you're going backwards in ranking? Now, I'm not meaning to even sound smart, but we're here to grow and evolve. Somebody here is not only not growing or evolving, you'd probably stay at the same level. Someone's going backwards. Somebody has massively and really fucked up and this complete incarnation. Somebody here is not fulfilling their soul contract. Somebody here is not in alignment with who they were meant to be, what they agreed to be. Someone here hasn't honoured God and what they promised God in the spiritual realm. They're still walking around with the devil inside them. Down here, not giving a fuck, don't give a fuck, playing little games, deluded. Now everything's going to be took from you. That's your karma. That's fated to happen. So now I might be able to go to sleep. I got all that out because I just knew there was going to be more when I opened my fucking mouth. So yeah, this is what happened, lads. Like, people will be going around worried about fucking laws of the land. I'm more concerned about spiritual laws. I won't break a spiritual law. Absolutely will not. There's not one thing I do in this universe without seeking permission from the spirit world. I will never. Not one spell, nothing. I always, because I know I'm not in control, and I know this is not my universe, and I always seek permission. Someone here was doing what they wanted, and now we're going to suffer. Now they're going to suffer. So lads, I'm leaving that there. Alright, okay. I'll still be back later with another video, but this just had to be a continuation because it was fucking playing on my mind. Okay, so guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Looking for private readings all down below, guys. Take care, see you tomorrow.